It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Mayfield on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
His pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mayfield completes it to Higgins, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
Chubb on the counter. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Complete.
Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 27 yards. And the Ravens will... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They go with Chubb on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and long for Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
A loss of a yard.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That catch good for only a couple. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 47 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
3 yards the gain there, second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
throwing Mayfield
at the 45-yard line.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Back at the 17-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Room here to run. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And
a run for Nick Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from the 20. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Well, we're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
At the 1-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Chubb. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
He was brought down.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Chubb. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Andrews there to make the grab, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area, and he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off around the 41, past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
At the 27-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is